Good afternoon, family. It is a beautiful yet breezy day in the District of Columbia. I'm coming to you guys with a topic that I've talked about several times. I actually don't like having this conversation with people, but it is a conversation that should be had in context. I like conversations that have respect. Um, but one of the conversations that is often uncomfortable based on the feelings involved is around religion. And one thing that I've always said, conversations about religion would go a lot better if people started the conversation with my belief is. Because there is no religion that is based in fact. It's all belief. And that is totally fine. Last night, I want to backtrack. I'm so grateful for my journey and where I am now. 2019, I'm making it all about me, and I keep encourage you all to make it all about yourself. Put yourself first. It's not selfish. It's self-preservation, self-care. Having said that, as I'm walking this journey, I was so blessed last night to have a conversation and hear someone's story of how they came to Christianity. And this was someone who, I don't want to mess up their story because it was so beautiful, but they grew up Muslim, had never been in a Christian church, in a Christian environment, and long story short, they found their relationship, as they termed it, through Christ for themselves. And it's one of those beautiful situations of they spoke from their experience. And that's the beautiful part. The thing is, like, something I grew up hearing is that everybody has their own journey. And so one of the issues that comes up that I find when people talk about religion as a whole, they always talk about what is fact, or what is God, what is God's law, and that could be your experience. Since there are billions of people on this earth and we all have different journeys, whatever you commune with, relate to, your experience is going to be different from someone else's. So please stop stating what is fact across the board and state what your experience is, what your belief is. I can rock with you better than that. You're trying to tell me what should work for me because it worked for you, and that's not going to be the case. But even I was blessed to hear a story about how this person got into trouble. Well, let me backtrack. How when this person found Christ, as they said, how they spoke in tongues, didn't even know what it was, spoke in tongues, and was given their own voice. And they found themselves in a situation, and they prayed for this situation 3 weeks in a row. By the third week, or I guess by the fourth week, what am I praying for? And they remembered their voice, and they communed in their voice, in their language, and change happened. So this is going to be real short. My thing is, again, especially Christians who say stuff like they want to draw people. And the thing is, sometimes your language, even when you think you're representing Christ, you're pushing people further away, you're alienating people. So whether it's Christianity or Buddhism or Islam, Hindu, whatever the religion is, Judaism, let whatever that higher power is do the drawing, and stop trying to tell other people how they should live their lives, because their experience even with the same God, if you all confess the same God, the same spiritual path, your journeys will be different. So your experiences will be different. And I think, my friends, that will be what gets people to those next levels, as opposed to you trying to make something that a lot of times you've probably heard and not even experienced for yourself, make it true for somebody else. So I wanted to get out. I hope it made sense, because I was so blessed by the story, but it's cold out here. And I know that I didn't get the story wrong, but to hear it given from the mouth of who experienced it, it was so beautiful, and it made me think of things even differently, more receptive to certain things. Like I've always said, whatever works for you, like it legit worked for you, I'm all for it. If you're living a peaceful, blessed, wonderful life, I'm all for it. But when you try to force your life or your experience on someone else, is when the problem comes. Or when you try to state your reality onto someone else, as if just because it was your reality, it's going to be reality for them. They have to follow the same rules and regulations. So anyway, I love you guys. I just wanted to share that, and I hope it made sense. So I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. You are enough.